lovely people in my audience. You know what I hate? Yaoi. Yeah, you know what? I really do hate yaoi. Well, actually, after coming to a certain conclusion, I don't think I hate yaoi so much anymore because I don't really need to. There's really no point to hating it, and I'll explain that when I get there. But first of all, I'll say why I hated yaoi, or if somebody presses me, I'll still say that I hate it because, for one, the yaoi, BL, shonen AI, whatever you want to call it, is, in my opinion, my tiny little opinion, the most derivative genre in anime. And I mean, I know, like, otaku like to bitch about, you know, the similarities of certain shows and how they're too similar, like Naruto and Bleach, you know, how it's derivative of Dragon Ball Z, or like magical girl shows are too much like Sailor Moon, or how moe shows are too much the same, you know, whatever. Slice of life, especially lately. I mean, the anime that's coming out of Japan right now, I've heard a lot of bitching and complaining about too much moe. And, yeah, in my opinion, it still does not reach the derivativeness of yaoi, because they are just the same freaking story over and over again. And before I go any further, I want to make it really clear that I don't hate gay stories. I'm not homophobic. I don't support any candidate who is homophobic or wishes to reduce, you know, homosexual rights. You know, ACLU, yay, go ACLU, yay, civil rights, yay, I like civil rights. Everybody should, for everybody, yay. So, this has nothing to do with that, okay? Anyway, yaoi stories, always the uke guy. It always starts off with him, his point of view, and with rare exception, I mean, I've come out with like maybe like two yaoi stories that I thought were actually any good, and one I think I talked about before was Camera, and I'm starting to even think that that series was even better than when I first read it, when I just, you know, am turned around to just see the endless sea of bland sameness that there is. But anyway, so the uke guy starts off, and he is, for one thing, like, weirdly sexless. Like, before the seme guy shows up, like, he just seems to have, you know, just no interest in anything having to do with sex. Like, and him being gay, it's not, you know, his realization of his orientation isn't like a, well, oh, on some level I've always known I was gay, and that, you know, this person, it just, you know, finally brought it out of me, and because of this and this and this reason, I've just been lying to myself all this time. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No. None of that. Just, yeah, homosexuality isn't a problem at all in these stories ever. Like, they never really deal with it, and how it's viewed in Japan. And, you know, contrary to some people's idea, homosexuals aren't as accepted in Japan as you might think, you know, looking at the huge stack of yaoi, you know, that comes out of that country. Like, it's not, you know, yay, we accept gays literature. It's, well, I'll get to that, what yaoi actually is in a minute, or what I think it is. But anyway, and then this uke guy is it's weird because it's almost like he's a transvestite character, because he is clearly just a self-insert for the female character, and he just has, you know, has all of the stereotypes of the female gender hoisted onto him, and he basically just becomes a chick with a dick. Or really, he doesn't even need it, because the other guy pounds him from behind. He may not even have a penis. So, anyway, the semi guy comes in, and he is just like the biggest asshole ever. You know, just emotionally dismissive, verbally abusive. I can't talk. You know, just downright mean. Like, I don't understand why I'd want anybody to be with this guy. He's an asshole. And, you know, although I'm not sure if the seme or the uke makes me more mad, because the uke actually, like, falls in love with this douchebag. But anyway. So, yeah, I don't understand why I'm supposed to be emotionally moved by a story about a spineless doormat and an emotionally abusive douchebag. Like, why? Why, you know, am I supposed to get doki doki on that? You know, I don't think I am, or that anybody does, any girl really does. I think that it's just for exciting their lady parts. Yaoi is just porn. It is, even if it doesn't have sex in it. Unless the characters are written outside of anything describing the cardboard cutouts that I just outlined, you know, and please show me these stories if you know of them. I'd be delighted to know of, you know, actually well written stories that have gay people in them. Yeah, no, it's just fat bait. That's it. For whoever gets off to that, usually women, but, you know, dudes, if you're gay or bi or whatever, I'm not judging you, but that's all it is. Nobody should be using their brain, to try and enjoy it, because it'll just piss you off when you think about the ridiculous abusiveness of the relationship between these two guys that's like being hoisted up as some form of love. Yeah, it'll just make you angry, and it did me before, but I said, you know what? It's porn. It's just porn. Auf Wiedersehen.